Hey, what's going on there, fellow delinquents? Mischief here, and I want to talk about the one gun that I trust more than any other gun. If I had to take it out of the box, put it in my holster, and immediately go to work with it, and that one gun, if you guessed that it was a Beretta, you'd be absolutely right. So this right here is a Beretta M9A1, brand new in the box, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to open it. I did open it earlier because I needed to inspect the pistol, make sure everything was in there, but here's the pistol and two magazines. And you can see it's still got all the factory grease. It is just so oily and greasy. So anyway, this is basically how it's going to come to you from the factory. You can see that magwell, it has no scratches or anything. I took the magazine was in there, but I had to take it out. But yeah, this pistol hasn't been fired. Just came from the factory. It's tight. There we go. So there's a couple scratches on the locking block. That's kind of unavoidable. So there's a couple scratches on the locking block, that's kind of unavoidable, but that's about it. There's no carbon. Might be a little bit from when they test fired it, and the internals are all perfect. So the M9A1, so the reason why that this pistol even exists is because the Marine Corps was looking for an update to the M9, and they went to Beretta with a list of things that they would like to add. And this is the M9A1 right here. Not this. This right here is all the changes that was made. So they did a different checkering on the back strap, the front strap. They beveled the magazine well to make it easier to get reloads in there. And they started using polymer parts for things like the trigger, the lanyard loop, and the safety. And that lightened it up by a couple of ounces, big fat hairy deal, but it's not really that much of a difference. They added this Picatinny rail so that you could add lights and lasers, and this was a great improvement. Another improvement that I also read up about was that they had updated the locking block, because the locking blocks were a constant problem with shearing and wear, because these parts do get beat up a little bit. However, when they updated it to the newer gen model of the locking block, they became a very high round count part that you don't have to change out that much. So let's go ahead and go put this back together. Come on. So now, this pistol right here, out of the box from the factory, what you're going to get is the pistol in its standard configuration. About a 12 to 14 pound trigger pull, and about a 4.5 to 5 pound single action. And it's a very heavy single action pull. The safety right here is a safety decocker, so if you're single action and you pull it down, it decocks the hammer, push it forward, and now the pistol's ready to fire in double action for that first shot. So it fires, then the slide cycles, and now you single action for every additional shot. It comes with 3-dot sights. Now, if you look at the slide actually says 92FS. The reason why is because they just took an M9A1 frame and they slapped a 92FS upper on it and called it a day. There was really no changes made to the upper receiver other than updating that locking block right there for the barrel. Other than that, it's basically a 92FS with a pick rail and a slightly different checkering and a bevel magwell. This pistol right here is a pistol I would definitely trust with my life if I had to use it. And to prove that point, I'm going to take this to a sanctioned match. This pistol came with two brand new 10-round magazines, and on the serial number you'll see it, you might be able to see it, it says CA on there. The reason why is because there's a couple of states that have what's called a handgun compliance roster, and if your pistol is not on that roster, you technically cannot transfer it in that state. So California, the M9A1 is on the California roster. I'm not from California. I've been there once for training, but that's about it. But what we're going to do with this pistol is I'm planning on actually shooting it in a sanctioned match. And to prove my point that the M9A1 or the brand 92FS is a great pistol. It is a very effective pistol. It's a very reliable pistol. And I don't know why anybody would complain about it. Other than the fact that it is a little heavy, it's big, you really can't use it for concealed carry, and as far as the police and military is concerned, it requires more training for you to get that double action trigger pull down. So we're going to go ahead, and we're going to go ahead and take this over to the sanctioned match. However, the problem is that the next sanctioned match isn't until 3 weeks from now. And so anyway, yeah, I guess I will see you then.